Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one and only DJ Skyrocket, and I'm coming to you live on location. I am in Greenville, South Carolina. Um, and we're getting ready for an exciting episode of Bouknight Picks and Lines presents the fellows. As you can see, the fellows are not here yet, but they will be coming in. I don't know what state they're going to be coming in because it is Memorial Day weekend and they have been on the grill and they have been drinking. So I'm not sure how they're going to feel when they come on here. So we're going to sit in and sit back and wait on them to come in. We're going to give them a couple of minutes before we dive in into this next exciting episode. So just hold on, sit tight, go get yourself something to drink, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm not going to wait on this no more. We are getting ready.
Boy, I can't hear you. Unmute.
What's up, there, boy? You can hear me now?
Yeah.
I am coming to you live remotely from Wakanda Motherland Grill.
Wakanda.
Wakanda, Motherland Grill.
Right on.
And we're getting ready to deep dive into some ECBL action. We're gonna have a compact. We're gonna have a packed show today. We got Chris Allen Thomas coming in. We got Sebastian Page from last week, uh, head coach and owner of the Carolina Thunder. We got Mario, the coach and the owner of the Winston Salem team. We got Coach B from your friend Coach B. What team she got?
Fayetteville, eh?
Fayetteville Panthers. Um, so we're gonna sit back, relax, and we're gonna let the trash talking commence. Cause we're gonna get this thing started. But first I'd like to say Happy Memorial Day, man. What's going on with you?
Man, happy Memorial Day. Out there working on the truck, boy. Still trying to get that thing up and running. So I ain't had much of a Memorial Day yet. Hopefully
Okay,
tomorrow I can throw this chicken on the grill that I done had marinating. You know what I mean? And get it.
okay. So you're getting everything ready.
Oh yeah, I had that chicken marinating, so yeah, it'll be
Okay,
ready tomorrow for sure. I ain't doing
okay.
nothing but some leg quarters. I'll probably go pick up some stuffed mushrooms, throw those on there. You know, just little stuff. It might do some fish. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, go ahead and introduce yourself. We done been talking. They know who you is. So, but still, go ahead and tell the ones that don't know who you is, who you are.
Y'all, they know who I am. Never wrong, Soldier B. Y'all already know that. The
See,
stats speak for themselves. The stats speak for themselves. The numbers speak for themselves, man. So
hey,
it's what it
so,
is,
so,
man.
so we're gonna start off like this, like we ended last week. You never wrong.
Never wrong. Never wrong. I ain't even gonna say rarely. I'm just gonna say never. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, we are getting ready to head into this final week of the regular season of the ECBL. Um, we have a rematch of last week's game between the Carolina Thunder and the Carolina Crusaders.
Okay.
The Carolina Thunder coach is feeling some type of way that the Crusaders ran the score up on him at the end of the game. So he said redemption is going to be the answer. He said he's coming back.
Redemption
He said
song.
he's
These
coming back, and
songs of freedom.
he said he's coming and he's gonna he's looking for redemption because it wasn't right the way they ran up the score. Now, let me ask you this: there's no written rule in basketball that if a
Yeah.
team is up by so many points, they don't score in the last couple of seconds. There's no written rule, but it's a courtesy that you don't try to run up the score. Do you think the Carolina Crusaders was wrong in scoring those last couple of buckets with under a minute left when they already had the game locked up?
Do I think it was wrong? I'll tell
Yes.
you this right here. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Um, in the league, in this league right here, and in any league, honestly, you play to the end. You play to the buzzer. You play to the last second. So you know what I mean? I mean, there is a little courtesy, I guess, that you could probably extend to another team. But really, you didn't come out there with your feelings on your sleeve like that. When you came out there, you came out there to play ball. You know what I mean? And if you was getting, you was getting dragged, and then the other team decides to go on and and go highlight reel on you, then I mean that's just what it is. You got to take that and roll with it. That's all a part of the game. I mean, not everybody gonna extend that courtesy. So it's not a what I'm saying? It's not a right or wrong issue. It's not a right or wrong issue. You know what I'm saying? So some people gonna feel bad about it, some people ain't. Honestly, you're a ball player. Pick your head up and keep on moving. Don't let them do it again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, next time you be winning and you show out. So, you know, I think it's an unwritten rule, but not everybody, uses that like it's written in stone. You know what I mean? So I roll with it. I don't mind it at all. It is what it is. Let's play ball. Because you like a double embarrassment. You're gonna embarrass me once and embarrass me again. You should have been in that situation where you were embarrassed in the first place. Play some ball. Yo, we had some
Yeah, I'm here.
feedback. Oh, you
I got
doubled up.
picture and picture going on today.
Yeah, you doubled up.
Yeah, I'm doubling up. I'm doubling up. You know,
Well, make sure one of them is
sometimes,
off.
sometimes
Uh-oh, now we done lost your video. We done lost your audio. Unmute yourself, dog. Unmute yourself.
I'm on mute.
There you
Can you
go.
hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
But
I'm
yeah,
about to put it in the chat.
I had a bad connection with the other phone. Um, brand new phone. It's the Galaxy A35, and I think it's gonna go back because it got something wrong with it. I don't know what it is, but it
Yeah, it's
got
got
a
a I know what's wrong with it.
what?
It's a user that's wrong with it.
It's a user.
It's a
User
user
ain't
that's
got
wrong
nothing to
with
do with that. User ain't got nothing to do with that. User ain't got nothing to do with that. But yeah, so they posted and I don't know, I sent it to you, but I don't know if you saw it. But they posted the playoffs. If the playoff was to start it Wednesday, this who would made it in.
I hadn't seen it. No, you where you
Oh,
sent it
okay.
to?
Well, let me
Yeah,
run it down to you then.
go ahead.
Let me run it down to you, and we'll go team by team. We'll start in the south.
Uh-oh, I done lost you. You done froze up completely. Yep, you done froze up. Yo, well, I mean, if you're gonna start in the South, I would look at Gastonia Snipers as being number one. Carolina Crusaders, they trailing. They on the heels, but that's for two. Carolina Thunder, 5-5. What are they? 5-5. But I mean, the Southern Conference does have they do have Gastonia Snipers. They on a 2-win tear. Crusaders on a 4-win tear. So, they looking good in that Southeast division. Southwest division, we're looking at, of course, PTP and Charlotte Tribe. So, and they showing a strong you know, oh, they go Cuzzo.
You heard?
No, I didn't. You froze up for like 5 minutes. I was just going over stats. You froze up
Hold on. We got an alcoholic. We got an alcoholic straight eating a burger. Look at her.
eating sliders.
Eating a burger.
Eating
Eating a
sliders.
burger. Coming on the
Boy, you
camera. What's
hey what
what's up, man? What you got to
What's
say?
happening? What's happening? What's happening?
hey you
Man,
lounging
listen.
under
We
what they call them right there, the not the gazebo, what they call them things right there, man. The pergola. The pergola. You underneath the pergola. Boy, where you at? Don't no black folk build pergolas. Where you at, man? We gotta put a roof on our sheds. What you
I'm live out here. I'm live out here at Greg Anderson House in Columbia, South Carolina. Memorial Day cookout.
Yay! Oh,
Yeah,
Greg got old pergola in his yard.
yeah. He
now
got old pergola out here in the
I,
yard.
A
Boy, we
pergola.
it wasn't a pergola. It didn't start out that way. He ran out of money, couldn't put the roof on.
Oh,
no,
that's what it was.
that what it supposed to look like. You see the light? You see the lights
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, it's
Everything
gonna
like
get
that.
through. It's gonna get through. It ain't provide no shade. You gotta put
what
up
what
some scuffing
well
eyes and
we got
grapevines
an important
around it.
question for you, show.
All
And
right, go ahead.
I already asked Barrett. Now, in the NBA, it is an unwritten rule that you don't intentionally roll the score up on your opponent if you already got the game locked down. Do you think the Carolina Crusaders was wrong in scoring those last couple of baskets when the game has already been decided against the Carolina Thunder?
In that case, no, because they not the NBA. The NBA is guaranteed checks. They're gonna get their checks. They're gonna get their money. These guys are fighting and trying to move on up from that league. So anything they can to showcase their talent, let them do it. I don't believe in that, you know. Now, when you at the pro level to where if you at the highest level and you ain't gonna go no higher, sure, you just run up go for no reason. But when you at a level to where I'm trying to showcase myself and show everything I can show to get to another level to provide for myself, it's no rules. It's gentleman rules about be, you know, safe and courteous and everything like that. But when it comes to scoring, nah, it ain't no rules when it comes to scoring and showcasing your talent.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and let it ride. Oh,
Yeah.
Sticky Ace. Oh, Sticky Ace. We need to put old Sticky Ace in there, man. I'm gonna shoot him the link.
I'm waiting on him. All you got to do is click on the all post the here. Let me post it real quick. Let me post.
Go ahead and put it. I guess you gotta go and post it.
I don't know what happened to him. Greg, come here.
Hey, I need one of y'all to go ahead and post the go ahead and post the group chat, the comment. Go ahead the link. He said
You said what now?
he said he need the link. So go ahead and post the link for him.
All right, I'll post the link.
Stacey, you know you more than welcome to come in. Listen, anybody can come in. This is just an open. Listen, this is just an open conversation we having. We talk about sports here and other stuff. And if you got something you want to add, just come on in. Click on the link. Link is on the post. Click on. We're adding you to the studio. You come on in. All we ask, well, when you come in, do not poke fun at the pergola. That's all we. Don't poke fun. Don't poke fun at the pergola. Cause we see the pergola is leaning to the side.
No,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's just like old times, but we online. You're right.
Just don't make fun of the pergola.
Yeah.
You know what though, man? I ain't gonna lie, man. Like this came out when they was doing the DIY shows and all that. They were doing the DIY shows and all that. And I was wondering, I said, why people not putting tops on they sheds?
Yeah.
And I was wondering, and then you know, the people got to talking fancy and all that whatnot. They was like, oh yeah, the pergola. And I was wondering what the hell a pergola was. And then I finally realized that that's what a pergola was. I was like, man. Oh, what we got going on? We not clowning the Cowboys today. We might.
Hey, listen.
We might.
We're not clowning. We're not talking about the Cowboys today. Listen, this is a non-Cowboy hating podcast.
Hold on, bro. We hate all hate. We hate.
Oh my God.
We hate it all.
Hold on, man. Listen. Oh my God. I am here live, coming to you from Wakanda Lounge in Greenville, South Carolina. Bro, just right here.
Yeah.
Best tea ever. Best tea. If y'all ever up in the Greenville area, I'm gonna bring the owner on and let him talk for a second. But listen, if y'all ever in the Greenville area, Greenville, Paris Mountain area, come to Wakanda. Come to Wakanda Lounge on Friday and Saturday. I'll show y'all some pictures in a little while. But on Fridays and Saturdays, they have. Huh?
How you get Wakanda Lounge plugs? Don't nobody know where Wakanda is outside of.
I'm telling y'all where that. It's Wakanda. It's Wakanda Lounge. Google it. Google to bring you anywhere you want to go. Wakanda Lounge. It's an African restaurant. It's a Caribbean restaurant. Let's put it like that. Caribbean restaurant.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna watch a little bit of the game. I am actually I have my nieces. I'll tell you how I ended up here. So all last week I have been here before to Paris Mountain. and it's a nice little park. They got a state. It's a state park, and it sits on the mountain. And my nieces came to visit, and they wanted to do something today. So I loaded them up in the truck. I called my friend Toya. I can't say my client mom. I called my friend Toya and her family, and we all came up. We all came up here, and we have been up here enjoying the mountains, the waterfall. Uh, Her husband is from Africa, um, and he wanted to try Wakanda because he always searching for authentic African food, and so that's how we ended up here. Long story short. Oh, oh,
Nice.
oh, 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 oh,
I
oh, oh,
I
oh,
tell
oh,
you
oh,
this.
oh, oh. We got Chris Thomas in the show. We got Show coming back. Let's see who's gonna pop in first. Let's see who we got. Who we got? This is Stacy. Say add me. Stacy, you gotta click on the app. I mean, hey Chris, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live. It is Chris Allen Thomas. He is the owner of the ECBL, and he is the owner.
What's going on, guys? I can't hear you.
Huh?
Let's
He,
see.
he's the owner
Yeah,
operator
you
of.
unmuted. So, yo, Chris, can you hear? You unmuted. You're not muted, so you should be able to.
Oh, Chris say he couldn't hear me. Chris, you got to put your earphones in. That's what it is. You got earphones hanging around your neck. Stacy say add him, but he haven't came in to be added yet.
Yeah, he gotta click on the link.
I'll shoot the link again.
Yeah, he texted me say add me.
That's the link. Anybody want to get on? Get on. That's the link. That's the link.
You know what I'll do? I'll do it this way for him, cause you know Stacy's a little slow.
Oh, send it. Where you go? Yeah, send it.
Yeah, I'll send it directly to him. That's what I'll do.
Chris, can you hear? Oh, add the stage.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
we
hear
got it.
now.
Yeah, you on the stage. All right, we done added you to the stage. You in there. All right.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we good. We good there. We good. We good. We good. I see your boys. I see your boys making some noise over there. I see your boys making some noise, man. They running the gauntlet. Definitely gonna be probably top seed coming out of that Southern Division. What'd you say about that, Chris?
I don't know. It depends on what Gastonia does this weekend. Because if Gastonia wins both games, then Gastonia would be number one, and we play Hickory, so we got a game we still got to play too. But worst case, if we lose to Hickory, the worst we could be would be the number 2 seed.
Oh well, okay. So y'all, either way, y'all in the lineup. But I mean, so you said, yeah, Gastonia, yeah, they doing they on a little they on a 2-win streak right now. So they
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
They still holding that. They still holding that down. They keeping them Crusaders at bay right now.
Well, they had a good weekend last week. They played Garden City, and then they played the Web Dogs. Neither one of those teams are in the playoff hunt right now, but those are still teams that you got to come to play each week, and they were able to knock both of them off.
Yeah. Right on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got another guest that just popped in. Double W. Double W, tell
What's
everybody who you is.
Oh,
Hey, he
double.
breaking up. You breaking up, Dub?
You know I'm in the country.
You break. I see you at the
man.
shop.
Nah,
I see you at the shop.
You
over
already
there,
know I'm out here in the
I
country.
see you. I see the shop back there, Bo. Boy, that's my RV back there, Bo. I see you, Bo.
I pop on here. I
Ladies
just
and
saw
gentlemen,
y'all on here.
Chris,
So let me see what he's doing
Chris,
over here.
let me take this
Hey.
opportunity to introduce you, Chris. The guy that just popped in, Double W, is
That's Master
Mr.
Sergeant.
Adam Wilson.
That's
Adam
Master
was
Sergeant. That's Master Sergeant
he's from Florence.
Adam Wilson.
He played at South Florence. I think he played at
He
South
played at
Florence.
Allen
I
University.
played for Donaldson. I played for Wilson.
Yeah, he
For
played for
Wilson,
Dodgers. He played for Wilson.
and he
Then he
played at
played
Allen.
at Benedict for a little while
Allen.
before he decided to
Allen,
Allen.
Allen
Before he
University.
decided to go and dedicate his life to Uncle Sam.
Yep.
Yeah, he about to retire now though. How long has it been? What 30? How long you been in there? 37
22
years.
years. Deuce. I'm retiring in 23 like Jordan.
How many years you put in? How many years you
It'll
got
be
in
23
the
next
ministry?
year.
23. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
so so Adam, let me ask you this: can you still lace them up and get up and down the court?
Well, it depends on which court you're talking about.
Half quarter, full quarter.
No, TV court.
No.
Can,
We-
can you lace them up?
No. I've been retired. And my knees caught up to me, my back, all that stuff.
hey, but you still looking so fresh and so clean, brother. You know, you're looking good, man.
Always gotta stay
You're
fresh and
looking good,
clean.
man. You're looking
I can
good,
come out
man.
there and get about
That's all.
5 points though. I can get you a
Yeah,
baseline spin.
that's the upstairs, right in the
I
black.
get you a mid range. I got the midi. Got the midi all
You
day
got the
still.
midi. The midi still work. You
Yeah,
still
I don't be
chopping them up
shooting
in the
threes
gym.
like them boys. I'll shoot one or two, but I don't like it. I rather get in that paint.
Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen,
you gotta put
we
you on
got another we
ECBL
got
league,
another
huh?
star. We got another star just came in. I got to see who it is first. For oh, that is my partner in crime, Mr. Bowler of the Year for the Atlanta, Georgia area. That is Mr. Martrell Bentley, Grow Fresh Hustler.
Right on, right on.
He actually runs the Outside podcast, right? All right, that's my boy. He knows everything about sport. But let's get to this. Chris, Adam, Montreal. This is the question that I asked Show and Soldier. In the NBA, is the unwritten rule that if the game is locked down, you do not intentionally run the score up on your opponent if it's less than, it's 30 seconds left in the game. Do you think that the Carolina Crusaders was wrong in running the scores up against Carolina Thunder?
Oh man, I did hear some rumblings about that through the grapevine from some players and from some coaches. I did hear some rumblings about that. Who talked about that earlier? Who was talking about that?
Yeah, we was just discussing it. I mean, I thought it was cool. I thought it was okay. I
I
don't,
would love.
I know the unwritten rule ain't the, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the,
Well,
it's an unwritten rule, but not, you know what I mean? You this late in the season, then you still trying to make a statement because they were sitting at number 2 anyway right now. So I mean, really, you want to try to make a statement from here on out. So everything right now you do on purpose anyway.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
it is an unwritten rule that you don't. But then again, in our league, it could come down to a tiebreaker where you need more points or something than the other. But that's a little bit of a rivalry there between the Thunder and the Crusaders. So I know that I'd heard a lot of rumblings this week about running up the score at the end because some people had talked and some stuff like that. I did hear some of that. So I know if those two teams play each other, I think they play each other again this weekend in
Yeah,
Columbia.
we played them Saturday. Matter of fact, that's our finale, regular season finale. They're coming up the road to Columbia.
Well, it looks like the way the playoffs are going to fall out, those are going to be the same two teams that play each other in the first round too, in the 4 or 5 seed, possibly.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
That's the big possibility, but that would have there's some things they need a little bit of help.
Is
But I
that
mean,
breaking news? Is that breaking news?
no, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah. I
breaking
hear.
news. It's like
Ho! I got you, Montreal. Go ahead, Montreal.
I want to answer the question real quick.
Go ahead.
What Clyde failed to tell y'all is I'm a sports official for over 10 years. Baseball, basketball, lacrosse, volleyball, softball. So I hate the term unwritten rules because there's no such thing. There's nowhere in the rule book where it says you're supposed to stop playing once you're up 20, once you're up 30.
Right,
You even growing up, you
right.
taught to play to the final buzzer. I don't care what sport it is. Sometimes you don't know, like a kid. That's the only time a kid or somebody may get in the game. So Does that kid
Right.
not deserve to be coached?
See,
Does
we
that
didn't
does that
we
player
didn't
not
even
deserve to
bring
be
it from
coached?
that point. We never even discussed that. That could be somebody coming in trying to show up and show out for the little bit of time that they do have.
Right.
So yeah, I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no such. I believe you play to the final whistle. Hey, if you ain't decide, if you only decide to play 2 minutes that game, that's on you and your preparation of the game.
And
If
the
you
only people
decided
that
to
get
play the
mad are the
full,
people that's losing that got the points ran up on them.
well,
So
yeah,
Well,
there's no.
I know we're gonna. I know we're gonna.
Sometimes you only could practice plays in those situations.
hey, Rocket, is that your background with all that music, man?
What that what?
The music.
Yes.
That's all we hear is the music. We can't even hear. We can't
Oh,
hear
I got you.
ourselves
I got
talk.
Yeah, changed it all.
Yeah. As we hear, it's like a merry-go-round in the background, man. What is very unprofessional?
Hey, but I'll tell you right now, my guys, it don't matter what our score is. They're gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot the ball from half court or whatever at the end of the game. They don't care what the score is. Some teams are like that. But I know that there's a little bit of a rivalry, like I said, going between the Thunder and the Crusaders, and so. I guess it wasn't that they were trying to run it up. I had heard that they were talking about running it up. While they were doing it, they were mouthing it that we got to do this, we got to do that, point spread, and they were scoring and then mocking the bench and stuff like that. Now I haven't looked at it, but that's some of the stuff that I'd heard in the rumblings on that.
I mean, well, if that's a if that's a thing. I mean, that's still the same whether they talked about it or taunting the other team. I mean, honestly, I mean, is that really a terrible, just if they even discuss it, yeah, we gonna run the score up on these cats. We
No,
get ready to, what I'm saying? Is that a problem, to be like, well, we get ready, make a statement on them and talk trash to the other guys. I don't know if trash talk is banned anymore, or is banned at this point, but I mean, I honestly believe that, hey, I mean, it probably hurt some feelings, but if it hurt my feelings, then it's just gonna make me come back a little bit stronger. You know what? Okay, it's time for me to dig in. So if I get to that point too, let it be less than a minute left. I ain't dribbling nothing out.
well that's
Especially if I can highlight on one of your boys, it's over. You know
well
what I
that's
mean? So,
well that's the thing. They playing each other this Saturday in Columbia, and then depending on how things fall out, it looks right now like they might be 4-5 because it doesn't look like the Thunder. If the Thunder moves up, they would be fourth, and then Columbia would be fifth. But if Columbia could still finish first in that division, but Gastonia would have to lose both games because Gastonia has the tiebreaker over them. So, but
yeah.
oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
So in other words, we got to put the pedal to the metal and do we got to do it and pray for everybody else to fall off.
yeah, because y'all
That's
have only
what.
got one. Y'all could finish 8-4, and right now the
Yeah, we only
Gastonia,
got one game left. We
yeah,
got one game
Gastonia,
left after Saturday.
yeah, Gastonia is 7-3, and they play the Red Hawks at the Red Hawks, and then they also play. They play the Thunder too. They play the Thunder
So
as well.
so the Red Hawks can really play spoiler right now.
They could.
Yeah, they not lay down. They just play and not lay down. And while I'm up here, I might go by their coach house and talk to him. Hey, I need y'all to play this weekend. Don't lay down on me.
Oh, they ain't,
Well,
they're not going to lay down. They've been playing tough all year long. So I mean, they'll play.
you know, I'm actually up here in Greenville right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on Paris Mountain. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I know that the Thunder are going to. The Thunder, they need to win. I mean, right now, I think they're 5-5 in conference or something like that with 2 games. I mean, they could finish 5-7. I mean, that's not.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's going to be tough. So I mean, they could still drop too. I mean, if we lose to Hickory might could move up. I haven't looked at all that. The biggest thing is that I was just concerned with us making sure we had to buy that first weekend where we didn't play.
Well, y'all
Okay,
played
now,
Hickory. How many times y'all played Hickory? Once or twice?
We twice. We played them earlier in the season. They beat us there early in the season.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
so
we didn't.
I see that we have put out some of the superlatives for this season, and I see your boy Chris Moore
Yeah,
is what it was 40. Talk to me. 4,000. What was it?
4,000 points. He just passed the 4,000 point platoon, and he just passed 1,000 rebounds both last week in his career in the ECBL.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Oh yeah.
But you know why? He didn't play against a lockdown defender like me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
If I was
No,
to play, he would have to he would know he was in the game by the time I got done. I will pull out the what's the coach name from Red Hawks?
Jaquin.
Quinn. No, not Quinn. The other guy, the player coach,
That's it, Jaquin.
Jaquin. I would be like Jaquin. Jaquin say, I got 6 fouls, and I'm going
How
to make sure.
old
He's done
how
that
old is
before.
Chris Moore right now? Because I'm seeing him as being he was player of the year for like 3 years in a row, 2015, 16, 17.
Chris got to
Um,
be in his
he was
30s.
the top guard in 2016, 17, and 18. So I mean, he's got like this
He's
assist
38.
leader.
He's
He's
38.
30. In
He's 30 what?
2018, he was the assist leader.
38.
2018, 2019, 2021. He was the assist leader in 2021 to 2022. He's the assist leader. He was the assist leader. This dude is unreal, man. Like,
He's been first team all league every single year he's been in the league. So it's been
I'm seeing it. I'm
9
seeing it.
years.
His stats are just crazy. His stats are just. Hey, what happened to Trevor Booker?
Trevor,
happened?
he's we were lucky to get him that one year that we had him, and then the
Yeah,
second year,
yeah.
he played the whole year that year, and he had committed and he played, but he has so much going on with the Big Shots Basketball Combine Academy, everything else he does. So the next year, he was kind of a part-time player. The next year he played a couple games. He's eligible for the playoffs, but we were counting on him. He didn't come to the playoffs when we lost to Columbia down in that gym in Latta. And that kind of knocked us off. But then his schedule and everything he does, he's just not available to be able to play. So
Right on,
Now,
right on.
speaking of ex players, Ivan Verner,
yeah, what about
former Carolina Crusader, former SC Red Hawk. Now he's playing overseas. He came to our last game, shooting guard, point guard extraordinaire, can light it up at any moment. Um, he is actually rehabbing this season. He had turf toe, but he said he don't see himself playing overseas a couple more seasons, and he's going to come back to a team in the ECBL.
yeah,
Would you? Huh?
I think this season he's on the South Carolina Web Dogs team.
Oh, he
Let
is
it
listed
fly.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, let it fly.
Man, they let it fly. Listen, they got a good name because they got a young team. When they came to Columbia, they had a young team, and them boys let it fly, and they fly up and down the court.
Yeah.
They don't seem to get tired.
Well,
gotta-
I mean that's good, but you got to win games. all that energy is great, but you got to win games.
Speaking of winning games, games, you know who I'm finna go to? The Kingdom Life basketball.
Oh man, don't talk about my dogs, man.
Your best team, your underdog team of the ECB.
I've been trying honestly, I just want them to pull off one win. Honestly, I would
They
be
don't
so
pull off
happy.
one. They got one.
No, they 0-11.
No,
No.
they got to win. They beat
They gotta
the
win.
Web Dogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
beat the
beat
Web
the Web
Dogs. Oh, I'm okay. Oh yeah, I see it here. Okay. What? See, I missed that because I would have been all over it. When did they play?
God,
A couple of weeks
3
ago.
weeks ago.
I missed
I
that.
told
right
you
there.
about it. I told you they pull off. Oh, matter of fact, the score didn't go final until we was getting ready to log off.
Oh,
Man, this
But-
sounds like a league I used to play in back up north. We used to have a league like this that kept. Boy, I miss it. I miss them playing days.
Hey, how you doing?
Right
Okay,
on,
well,
right
let me
on.
ask you this, Montreal. Can you still lace them up and run up and down the court?
I jumped my last jump 2 years ago.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I ain't excuse my language, but I ain't jumping for shit no more.
Say,
That,
hey, the game is all up here now.
hey,
It
that's
remains
that's why
upstairs.
that's why I picked up the whistle. That's what really. But now yeah, I think that's one of the scariest things in the world when you have a knee injury. It's just I kind of feel like what Derrick Rose did when he took that year off after the surgery, like that's a mental thing. Like when you're when you're terrified to jump,
Ooh,
it's time to hang it up. It's
yeah, and
time.
I
Like
kind of feel that with Derrick Rose too,
I
man,
could
because that was
run.
one of my.
Yeah,
He was like my Kyrie Irving for a minute. You know what I'm
yeah, he
saying?
was.
Like he
And when
was
he had
like
that injury, I felt him. But don't get me wrong, I could run all day. Like in softball, I still play softball. But basketball, as far as jumping, nah, bro.
hey, well, they said you get the speed, you get that speed talent for the basketball court. What's that? What's that?
Oh,
That movie that the was I forgot what it was. Adam Sandler.
All
When he
right,
was in
y'all.
prison,
Let's
but
now
but
now
I will
y'all.
tell y'all this: back in the day, and you can even ask anybody at home. They used to call me Bird because I used to jump. I was so small, but I could jump so high. They used to call me Bird.
right
Yeah, that
on.
one inch vertical is something serious. Listen, um, let's segue over to
Say
the
that what?
NBA.
Say
Let's segue
that.
over to the NBA. Jonte Porter. Y'all know Jonte, Toronto Raptors
Oh
player,
my God,
the
that
player
idiot!
that got banned from the NBA for life. Do you think the NBA did the right thing, or do you think that was too excessive what they did to him?
They did
Now,
the right thing.
for those of y'all that don't know, Jonte Porter was a Toronto Raptor basketball player.
Bench player.
You huh?
I said bench player because that's
Yeah,
important.
yes, he was a bench player because he was hurt. And he was caught betting on himself on prize pick or other sport betting avenues as betting the unders on his game. How did the NBA find out? I don't know, but they did, and they kicked him out of the league for life.
So
Now,
they have a way of telling like if it's an excessive amount of bets placed under one thing, and then if they find a suspicious amount, they'll investigate where it's coming from. So that's how he
now,
got caught.
now, let's look at this way. He has a younger brother that actually plays in the league also.
And he
Do
has
you
a
think?
younger. Do you know he had another brother coming up in college too?
Yeah. Now, do you think they would catch some of the flack of what their brother did?
Well, I don't know if y'all know this, but the two of the brothers is in jail. One in jail for murder.
Y'all doing all right? One
For
what
vehi-
now?
yeah, the younger brother in jail for vehicular manslaughter. He was drunk driving and killed somebody.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, I found
Yeah,
Montreal right here. I found you. I found you, buddy. I found you,
yeah,
buddy. Here you go. I found you, buddy.
yeah. They,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. But being the fact that he was a bench player, I think they set an example. That's all that was.
Okay. But the question was, do you think that his brother that's in the league will feel some flack from that?
Nah, he got a ring. He straight unless he do something stupid. I don't think so.
Now, now, since we talking about illegal sports betting, betting, it's a rule that you can't bet on your own sport. Do you think? Do you think that the Major League Baseball and the Dodger organization and what they're doing to their pitcher slash interpreter.
Oh, that's crazy. Now that's even a crazier story.
Do you think they got it right?
I think they doing a great cover job.
Yeah, because I mean, ain't no way he do not
Ain't
know
no way
$3
that that's
million.
too much money.
Bro,
That's too
I
much
know over
money.
$30 is taken out of my account.
And then
And
don't
you gonna
forget,
tell, go
I was
ahead.
about to say, don't forget that he's Asian, so you know they already tight with money. Or not Asian. He not Asian. He's what Japanese, I think.
He's Thai like Tiger. He's Thai. He's Thai.
Whatever he is, they tight
Thai.
with money, so they notice when that money's gone.
Yeah. So it's I think he's just the fall guy.
Hmm.
That's what I think. Jesus fix it.
I
Mhm.
agree with you.
Listen, just Jesus, all I can say is Jesus fix it.
That's a crazy story when you read the details of it.
I wish I wish I could turn my camera around. Jesus fix
Oh boy. Oh boy.
it. Jesus,
Man.
hey.
I can't
I,
mess
No.
with
No.
mhm.
Send me the money.
Boy, hey, I got to go to Africa and find me a woman. I got to go to Africa. I got to
I'm
go.
trying to share the broadcast.
Huh?
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm
you
trying
trying
to
to share it?
share.
Come on, share it. You can share it.
Send me the
Listen.
money.
listen, listen. I just
There's a
hit the bottle.
train leaving here in the morning.
Hey, hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go off camera for a second. Bear, you handle the soldier. I'll be right back.
All right, that's what I'm
He
talking
said
about.
handle
Handle it, handle it.
it.
Like, ooh, well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Go ahead. What you
that's a
say?
crazy. No, I was about to say, yeah, that's a crazy story with the interpreter. I think that's a cover job. Ain't
Like,
no
I
way
don't.
in the world you
I'm
don't
not
notice.
familiar with the details, so y'all got to fill me in on what.
So, same thing with sports betting. They tried to say that he was stealing money from Otani,
Yeah.
and the money he was stealing from him, he was using for sports betting. But they say he stole like over 250,000. Like, I'm sorry, there's no way in the world you that rich and you don't know that much money missing.
Directly from Otani.
Yeah, but they tried to say it was his interpreter that was doing it.
Oh, so
Yeah, they
now they're
say
trying
it's
to put it on saying he was betting on himself is what he was doing.
no, they just saying it was the interpreter. They keep saying it. They making sure everybody know it was the interpreter.
So you think that he was involved in?
Oh yeah,
How is
yeah,
this?
yeah.
How was this play? You know, like lately, how has this play been for the Dodgers? Like what they?
Well, this was supposed to be this. The story came out over the summer,
Okay, so this is
so
even
the
before the
season was
season.
over. The season was ending around the time when the story broke.
Yeah.
But I think they just put him in jail like maybe about a couple of months ago.
Oh.
But it was
Oh.
like the money that they was talking about, it just did not make sense. Like there's no way in the world you don't know that much money is missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
$3 million.
yeah, $3 million. Yeah, yeah, that's
Ain't no
crazy.
way. Ain't no way you don't know $3 million is gone.
Yeah,
But you know what? Now I don't know. I don't know. Cause some of these balls don't have their account.
you said some people are what?
Some of these ball players don't even handle their accounts like that. It's not
Oh
just
no,
even ball players, like you know what I'm saying, even like some of
but
these artists, you know what I'm saying?
but
So
my thing,
it's easy to be naive if you ain't looking at your account, you know what I'm
but
saying,
that's
for
if my
yourself.
but that's the accountant. Like when you hear accountant
Yeah,
stealing
yeah,
money,
account,
that's
yeah,
normal. But when your
yeah.
interpreter stealing $3 million from you, how?
Well, maybe the interpreter is his accountant. You know what I'm saying? He's got access to the bread. I mean,
That's the only
it's
that's
not
the
like
only
he
thing
just
that
gave
makes
him his
sense.
debit card. It was like, yo, here's my debit card. Take care of all the
Yeah.
stuff that I need to understand. And you know
No,
what I'm
I agree
saying?
with you. That's the only thing that makes sense. I agree.
So, because you know, so obviously he had to be able to get access to that kind of money. Most people don't give their wives access to $20. You know what I'm saying? Like without knowing it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right,
like,
right.
you know, so I mean,
That's a
you know,
lot of
you
money though.
that's a lot of bread, man. That's a lot of
To be
bread. And
sports
then
betting on? Like,
that's
see, here
a
and here's my thing with sports bet. See, but I'm not a gambler. Like, like people that gamble, like what's your number?
what's the for like professional
Like what's
sports
your
betting or
stopping
something like
number?
this?
Yeah, cause like to be honest with you, like let's say I sports bet and I get 100,000, nigga, I'm stopping. Like I'm
Yeah,
done. Like
yeah,
hey, I didn't, hey,
yeah. I done
cause
made it.
now like I maybe I just never had that much money where I felt like it was I could throw it away, but like I don't need Clyde been with me to Vegas. I don't even like gambling in the casino. Like
Oh, I
I
gotta
lose
do
I lose
it.
$25 and I'm done. I'd be like, all right. Like I don't
but
get how
but
people
I
can
gotta
sit there
I gotta
and
feel
do
you.
this all day.
I kind of feel you. What's your number? But that's like asking the same question for people that do have that kind of bread and they buy all these cars. They got 2 or 3 houses. So what's your number? Really ain't a thing to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like it like money just returns itself or something like that. So
Yeah.
almost what's your number to people who don't really use that as a, you know what I'm saying? Like not everybody looking at like, well, I got this, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
this number in mind. Most people who spend that kind of bread look at like, well, it'll either come back somehow, some way, or you know what I'm saying, they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like just another,
Right.
it's a tool, you know what I mean? It's just a
Hmm.
tool to get what they want instead of really,
Yeah.
you know. So it's not like they out there building community centers for young kids and nothing with it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
Right. Now I got a good question for you because we was talking about this a couple of months ago on a road trip I was on. What's your number? Like if you like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, where you got billions and billions of dollars,
yeah,
and then you see them still trying to get more and accumulate more.
right.
Like, what is the number before it turns into evil?
Well, I would say this right here. When you get on that level, when you get on that level and you're responsible for so much, you know what I'm saying, of the things that they either contribute or not contribute, or you know what I'm saying, that could be the downfall of mankind or to uplift mankind. So when you straddle the line of good and evil and that kind of money's coming to you at the time, really it's just like there is no number because you already been put in that position. So it's not like I'm just gonna stop tomorrow. Like Elon Musk can't just say I'm just gonna stop tomorrow. I'm not gonna go through with the brain chip initiative, or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna stop chipping people's brains now. After all this money's been poured into an organization, when those organizations start making money, because even the evil outside influence are the ones that kind of they capitalize on it
Yeah.
too, and they want to keep it rolling.
Mhm.
So you can say, well, I ain't doing it, but the technology already exists now. So they be like, well, either somebody else is gonna make this money or you can make this money. But everybody's familiar with Elon Musk, so you don't really want him to leave that because he's the face of
You the
that.
face.
He the
Yeah.
face, so you kind of don't want him to leave. So it's kind of like, okay, well, we'll relax on this or we'll relax on that. But he might feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? He might be crying at night in the bathtub, you know, thinking about where it could lead. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know, but it's hard to leave when you get on that level. You know what I'm saying? When you making that kind of bread and your contribution to humanity could really, you know what I'm saying, influence the evil way or, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way. So when you straddle that line, I think it's hard to determine whether or not, you know, so what your number is, because it don't matter at that point. You got more money than anybody. You can do what you
Yeah.
want.
That's why I think it's evil
Yeah, oh
because
yeah, oh yeah. The root of
whenever
all evil. That's what
whenever
it's
you
saying.
got whenever you got enough money to cure world hunger and
And
still be
yes,
the richest person in the world, it's
yes,
evil at this point.
yes,
Cause what?
yes,
Cause that is a crazy thought.
yes,
That is, and for you not to do it, like you could be the one person to go down in world history.
yeah,
Like, cause
yeah.
let's be real. Unlike before, when you were in grade school, who was the richest person in the world?
In grade school,
Yeah.
oh man, the richest
You
person in the
don't know.
world.
My point. That is my point exact. Because they never
I,
had enough money to cure world hunger.
Right, right.
But now somebody does, and that's why they are the most famous person in the world.
Several
And you
people.
can
That
go,
that includes like Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean?
yeah. So you
So
could go down in the history books, like when you used to open that book with the white pyramid dude on it
yeah.
in social studies, and you could be in that book. Man, that's crazy. Like you ain't doing nothing but evil. I'm convinced. It's hard to convince me otherwise.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% behind you on that. There is a point where I believe that it's just plain evil anyway. Even if you don't want to,
Mhm.
even if you don't want to yourself say that you're working, what I'm saying, working on the side of darkness. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
I
right.
mean, so I definitely agree with that. I mean, the more money you got, it almost seems like the more evil the person is. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it doesn't even mean like they were necessarily meaning that technology or whatever it was supposed to be evil, but it always winds up being,
Greed,
yeah, just greed.
greed.
So especially like I said, there ain't nobody building no sports complexes or no after school programs for children or nothing like that.
None of that.
Instead, you got programs that are being dismissed from schools, your after school programs, learning instruments and playing sports and all that other stuff. So you got those programs that are being taken away and
Hmm.
defunded and being dismissed from the schools to
Shop
where they
class.
starting. So it's almost like it's an agenda that's already being focused. It's already being pushed on us, and like we
Yep.
can't do anything because we don't control the strings. No matter how much we talk about community and how much we can pool our money together and do that, but we don't own. We got problems getting. We can't even get the contracts to build on our own
I don't
land
even.
to build a
I
rec
don't even
center.
think it's that.
Or
I just think we don't take action enough.
I believe, but like we said, we talk about these people with their money, but actions come with everything else, just like lawsuits and everything else. So, like, who owns what is what they're more concerned, about.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't even own, we pay taxes on the land, the property that we own every year. That tax is there regardless. So, obviously, we never own that. We pay taxes on a house that we probably paid off, and then we still have to continue to pay taxes on that
Yep.
house for, so we never really own it. So the people that really own it are the ones that can really decide who gets permits to do whatever. So when they can come in and take over your rights, like your, say for instance they found oil under your property and they said, well,
Hmm.
no, we can, we reserve those rights. So they can put the stipulations on
Yep.
anything that we pretend that we own. We can walk around pretending like we own all this stuff, but we really don't own it. We just
And,
we leased it. We lease it.
and
So
and in some states, you don't even have to have property to pay property tax.
oh
Like
yeah.
some of them
Yeah.
commonwealths, but owning a car, you have to pay property tax.
Yeah. So
Like you don't
I mean
even have
those
to.
are the controllers. Those are the controllers.
Yeah.
They control the monetary. That's why the dollar is always going to be the dollar. You know what I'm saying? As long as we have to live by the dollar, and who controls the dollar? The bankers. When as long as they
Right.
control the dollars, the IMF, the monetary fund,
Because money, when the moment we realize, and that's why Bitcoin is such a danger to the dollar, because the
yeah,
dollar is made up. Like it is completely made up, and people just once people start realizing that the actual dollar doesn't exist, it's
yeah.
it's crazy. And like when people say, "What do you mean it don't exist?" That's crazy. I'd be like, "All right, so if you borrow $100 from the bank and they tell you you got to pay it back with interest, where that interest come from?
Right. That
Where it come
interest
from?
come.
You got
it-
where you got to make up money that don't exist yet
exactly.
to pay that
Exactly.
interest back. It don't. Money does not exist. I mean, they tell us it exists. They tell us what the value of it is, but
It
like you
doesn't.
just said, that changes.
I'm gonna show you so bad. I had a
You got to
What
invest in
what
Bitcoin.
is that? Oh, that's rocket.
Listen,
That's,
I
that's
mean, yeah, I was reading the comment from Keita. Listen, so real quick. I hear what y'all saying. I'm muted, but I do hear y'all. I got one more question to ask y'all.
Go ahead.
Who is going to be the NBA champion, and why do you believe that?
I believe the fans lost.
What you said?
That's
What?
what I believe. I said I believe the fans lost.
The
Us as
fans
fans,
law?
Yeah, we lost.
How? How?
Too many injuries this year.
Oh,
Too many injuries. We saw this season. We saw a lot of what could have happened, what could have been. Um, Shout out to the Boston Celtics. Don't
there
get me
you
wrong.
go. I was already.
They've been the best team all season. Like
Yeah,
shout out to them.
yeah.
But
That's
like
definitely
they
one of the.
rode to the finals. It's either gonna be a it's either gonna be a plus because they'll be able to get KP back healthy. And I
Uh
don't
huh.
care what nobody say, they're not winning the championship without KP.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, they're not winning. Um, I mean, shout out to Al Horford because he has put in big work for them. I think
veteran
I'm
man,
so I'm
veteran.
so glad because I was just having a conversation with somebody who told me Al Horford should have been retired, and I'm like, you crazy. But
Veteran,
Listen,
buddy.
you cannot be disappointed in the Wolves. They are not out of it. They only down
it's
two
no, it's not
games. They
right.
have
Two
coming
two
back.
nothing.
I'm talking
Well,
about the Clemens.
well, look, Kyrie
Yeah.
is on another. Kyrie's on another. Is actually in an element this year. You seeing a piece of Kyrie. You know what I'm saying this year. This kind of there's a lot of
I'm
there's a
see right
lot
now.
of there's something going on with Kyrie right now that like
No,
he's trying to
I
prove
agree with
something.
you.
I'm see, sit,
I kind of
I got a
I kind of
question for
see
you
it
though
in
about
his
that.
gameplay. Like
that means
he
you don't
trying to
stuff
prove
yourself.
something.
I got a question about that for you though,
Sit down.
because I'm a big Kyrie fan. I'm not a
Hmm.
big Dallas fan. I'm a big Jason Kidd fan. I love his coaching style. I'm not a big Luca fan, but when does that glass slipper run out? How many miracle shots before like
You,
I'm not.
but you know what? It's just got to last long enough. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's got to be there just long enough.
But
It doesn't.
what team have we ever seen win longevity? We've seen this before, but
Okay, well, let's not look at like a longevity type team. Let's look at getting a ring now. So
that's what I'm saying.
you just need right because it's almost we down to the last 14. So
Because
all you
you got
have
to
to do,
think how many buzzer beaters did Dallas win by? Like how many 20 point
yeah,
like it I just don't see. There's no championship team that ever kept winning by hero ball.
right,
I
right.
just
I agree.
like Dallas is just they're that Disney team that just keep getting it done.
Right,
Um, and then and we all seen it. Like the glass slipper only goes so far.
right. It's just
You
got to be.
know.
It's just got to go. You just got to make it till midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
You gotta make
yeah,
it till midnight, and that's all they got to do. Really hold it down to
yeah.
midnight. I mean, you already got a command and lead. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
you
no,
you
2-0
kind of
is
want to.
not a commanding lead.
Well,
I keep
okay.
telling
Well,
people this.
I would say, well, you are. Well, you got to lead. You got to lead.
You got to
We
lead,
won't
right?
call it comfortable. We won't call it commanding. We'll say you have a
Right.
lead. So
Because I think I will say this though about the NBA playoffs this season. A lot of people is overlooking coaching, like what these coaches is doing, and the adjustments they make. I know Indiana is down 3-0, but them adjustments that Rick Carlisle has made to keep them in the game.
yeah,
Game two was a little lopsided, but let's be real, Boston could never really pull away in game two. And then Rick, I don't know why he pulled them guys so early. Somebody must have tweaked something.
mm,
Because I think they still had a run. They still only lost, I think, by 12, and they kept being down by 22, coming back, bringing it with 6. And the adjustments he made with Halliburton being out for them to have that lead and still be in that game in game three, I think a lot
hmm,
of people is missing out on what these coaches. I'm real interested to see what Minnesota's coaching staff is going to adjust to tonight in game three.
right,
Because even when they were
right,
down, when they were up 2-0 and then 2-2 in Denver, and even the adjustments they made with defensively by putting Cat on Murray. I mean not Cat, putting Ant on Murray. Like these adjustments, these coaching, like I love what these coaches are doing, man. And
right.
this is why in this whole playoffs, a lot of people misinterpret what coaching is nowadays, man. And this is these adjustments these teams are making Yo, it is like if you're a true chess player in basketball, this is nothing but amazing, far as
Right. Okay.
coaching wise.
Right
Even
on.
even in the losing effort,
Right. Right.
like that
I hear.
last play, we've never seen a play like that in the NBA. That Rick Carlisle ran and almost got away with it with that shot. Got a clean look to send the
Right
game
on.
into overtime off a Hail Mary play like that. Like that was amazing. That was great coaching. Boston looked confused. They looked like they didn't know who to guard or how to guard it. Like, yo, it was like coaching wise, like that's why I love LeBron and JJ Redick's podcast when they break down plays.
Yeah.
Like they got one of the like there's a lot of good NBA podcasters out right now. But their podcast take with the way they're breaking down footage, the way Kobe did with those forever videos that he did before he passed on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, purity, chef's kiss.
See now that's coming
Right.
from the coach's standpoint. So you understand those nuances. So
Mm-hmm.
you understand that. You know what I mean? So I dig with. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm definitely
Yeah.
digging it. You know. It's like me. I look at stats. I'm more of like a statistician. I look at the stats.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
Mr. Never.
I never really kind of I'm saying looked at it from the standpoint of the coaches like that.
Oh
Dallas,
yeah. What do you say? Dallas gonna win? You muted, Cap Clyde.
Listen, he changed teams every day. Every day. Early today, he had on the Lakers jersey. Now you see him with a Hornets jersey. Listen, that's Jada. You know Jada, my client. You done met him before.
Yeah.
That's Jada. Jada. But now, believe it or not, he knows sports. To say he has autism, he knows basketball. You can
Yeah.
ask him anything about basketball, and he can rip it off. But when you turn around and ask him what's 5 times 5, he can't tell you. But he knows he knows basketball.
You stupid.
Anybody, you know. Now, who's gonna win? Come here. This your time to shine, and don't say nothing crazy. Who tell my tribe who's gonna win the NBA championship this year? Out of the 4 teams left, who you think gonna win?
Boston.
No, Boston not in it. Out of
Boston
Dallas,
is in it.
Boston still in it.
Yeah, man,
Okay,
Clyde,
so you think
just put
Boston gonna
Jaden
win it?
on, man. Just
All
get
right.
off, man. Just
Now,
put.
why you think Boston gonna win it?
Because Tatum is draining threes on people.
See what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead. You done had your 2 minutes. It's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man,
Yeah.
outside
But
Clyde.
listen,
Talk about
ladies and
Boston
gentlemen,
ain't in it.
listen, my co-part has gone. He got to go. We got to go. It's past our time. Thank you for coming in, Montreal. We appreciate you.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
Real quick, Sunday, where y'all bowling at?
June 2nd, we at Austin. I mean Augusta.
June.
2nd.
Y'all in Augusta, and we in
Yeah.
Greenville.
Greenville, yeah. Last tour stop, we got Southern and Silent.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
we in
and
the
is anything online for y'all?
yeah. We win. We need a tad bit of help, but if we win and have a decent show out, we'll be in the playoffs. Right now we the fourth seed, 2 points out of the playoffs.
Okay.
But yeah, we only 2 points
No,
out
man,
of
I
the
lost
playoffs.
everything, man. I lost everything went down. The mothership went down.
The mothership went. I see you done changed up. The mothership done went down. Hey, old Charlie done got you. Old Charlie. Look, I was just telling man. Montreal was saying Montreal is the owner of the outside of the UBA basketball bowling team, and they got their tour stop in Augusta on the 2nd, and he was just telling us
Yeah,
what they need to do to make the playoffs.
yeah,
Um,
we
Oh,
2 points out the playoffs. So we gotta we
yeah,
got we both.
I remember y'all. I remember meeting you, bro. Y'all come up here to Corsicana.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember meeting
yeah,
y'all
Yeah,
here at
yeah.
Corsicana, bro.
We
yeah,
not gonna talk about Corsicana though.
Corsicana, Texas. That was terrible.
yeah.
It was terrible. But
Terrible.
like I told him, we're past our time. We are 1 hour and 9 minutes in. We got to get off. The parting words, Montreal. You get since you guessed what you got to say.
Hey, when in doubt, pull it out.
With a doubt,
Ah,
right? Hey, with a doubt, don't put it in. That's what it
Hey,
is. All right,
they
Soldier
better.
B, what you got to say, Bo?
just want to tell everybody, happy Memorial Day weekend, really. And
Yeah, happy Memorial Day, anybody who lost
this
anybody.
is really about this is really about more about the it's about the soldiers that died. It's not about really just saying shaking somebody's hand and saying thank you for your service. It really is a day to memorialize all the people who have died for this great country. And we love it because we love to be able to play basketball. We love to be able to coach. We love to be able to bowl. We love to be able to do everything that we can. So we thank everybody that were involved with that. And honestly, man, I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Have a great Memorial Day. Spend time with your family. Love hard. That's all we got is each other.
Yep, there's it. And all I got to say is happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. And if you ain't drunk, go get drunk. I guess.
Working on it. I'm working on
That's
it.
all I got to say. Now, see everybody next week. We will be at the end of the regular season. We will come back with the playoffs. We will have the lineup of who's playing who. We'll know the dust have will be settled. We know who will be facing who in the first round, and hopefully my team can slide up to the number one seed. So on behalf
Hey,
of Bouknight Pixel Line, featuring the fellas and our special guest, Montreal Chris. Double WD um Big Show. Who else was on here today?
Hey, if you
we
Everybody
haven't
had
that
gotten
double
came
any
in.
we had
official
double dance
questions,
on here for a little while.
Who?
if y'all
Everybody
haven't
that
Double.
gotten any,
came in.
What you
Everybody
say?
that came in. Thank y'all for taking time out your busy schedule and joining us on our podcast. It is an open barbershop talk style podcast the way you can come and voice your opinions on anything sports related. And sometimes we talk about social issues. Like, think about this one. We talked
hold up,
about it. All
before you say that, real quick. If y'all ever got any sports official questions, hit me up.
Oh yeah,
right.
no doubt, no doubt.
We got hey,
We definitely
we
need that angle. We
the
definitely
question
need that
was
angle.
the question was a couple of weeks ago, should baby mamas have to pay child support?
Oh man, we ain't going
Think
back to that new
about
question.
hey, oh, don't forget, Buns and Basketball is coming to Columbia. Buns
Look,
and
see,
Basketball is coming to Columbia. Tickets are on sale now. Uh, Lower level tickets are $60. VIP with pregame access, autograph session,
I
and after
refereed that
party is
event
100.
before.
Huh?
I said I refereed that event down here before.
Oh yeah.
oh,
It's,
did you really?
Yeah, my uncle down here, his name Ed Patterson. He hooked me up with a lot. He been officiating for over 30 years. So
oh,
yeah, my uncle Ed Patterson. So he definitely looked out for me. A lot of semi-pro
Okay, but let me
officiating.
ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a question.
Uh,
All right, before we leave, I gotta ask this question. What was it like? How do you referee Buns of basketball, dog? Like, how do you referee that? Like, seriously, like, you know what
so
I'm saying?
I mean, for me, to be honest with you, um, I've been in a secure relationship when I refereed, and it's just, I mean, it's basketball. It's as an official of and somebody who loves the game, you know it's a gimmick
Yeah,
to sell tickets and whatever. But it's just a regular basketball. You'd be surprised how competitive them girls are.
really.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was one thing that surprised me is how competitive they are. But it's really just a gimmick and girls who are very secure with their bodies. And I got sisters. I grew up around my mother, my grandmother, and a lot of female cousins. So it's I mean, like a girl, like yeah, you got to bring more to the table with me and my family. So
Right, right.
like
oh, well,
just
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Is it like the movie Joanna Man when Joanna Man was helping the girl down the court after she scored the basket? Did she edge it off? Did she boost her?
nah, it's so nah, no, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying I'm blind now. Don't get it twisted. I ain't saying I'm blind.
Just keep it professional.
I'm just saying I'm able to keep a level of professionalism.
Right
That's
on,
I
right
ain't
on.
blind, but it's cool though. They like I said, they're very good, especially even in the football, um the lingerie league.
Yeah,
Like they trying to hit, like
yeah,
they
yeah.
trying to hit each other. But I I tell you what though, officiating the real drama is in ladies flag football.
Really though.
Man, 8-on-8 contact. That's where the real drama is. That's when the like sometimes like we get updates like, hey, that's such and such ex or such and such dating her now, so watch out for this and yeah. So
Oh
yeah.
wow.
So ladies flag football, 8-on-8 contact, and contact flag is basically you can do everything but tackle and slide. They still blocking like regular football, and like, but that's what a real. You
That's
want to see some
crazy.
good football? Yeah, watch some 8-on-8 contact flag football.
Right
Nine on
on.
nine if you really want to get dangerous.
We don't have that. We don't have that here.
Yeah, I know
So
the most y'all have down there is 7-on-7.
yeah, if it's 9 on 9, what two positions they missing?
Um, it's really none because with 9-on-9, everybody's legal.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's legal on 9-on-9.
So linemen
So,
can carry the ball, catch the ball, everybody.
yep.
Oh, that's crazy. I
Yeah,
know that's
nine
off
on
the
nine,
chain, really.
everyone's legal. And
I
it's
know that's
crazy because they be hitting.
off the chain.
They be hitting. So, like, so
Wow.
that's where the real drama is in ladies football. That's where you really got to keep your head on the swivel. Because in every sport, we're outnumbered. I mean, except for football now, NFL, they got like 30,000 refs now.
Mm.
Um, but it's and the same thing. But I think that's why they get suspended more often in college. Because I don't know if they still do it this way, but I know before, like college officials, if you messed up, the whole crew gets suspended. So like it used to be very, very, very tight, because like I said, in most sports we're outnumbered. So you got to keep your head on the swivel, especially flag football.
Right on. Right
Yeah,
on.
especially with women's football, with women's sports in either way, because with women's sports, you are women are vindictive.
Oh man.
They are,
It-
and it comes out a lot in sports because if
I'm glad
she,
they have that outlet, honestly, because they
I
might
ain't
be
gonna lie,
helping
it's
their
not a,
man out at home. Shoot.
it's still not a safe outlet at
Girl,
times.
go pay.
But let me tell you something about women. Women will, they would, just because she knocked you down in the first quarter, oh, she gonna get you back sometime in that game.
Right.
It ain't gonna be, like us men. You knock me down, I'm trying to knock you down the very next play. Like, and then, nah, women they calculative.
They calculated.
So
Yeah.
like you still got to remember that she knocked her down in the first quarter because by the fourth quarter, she gonna be time running out. She know she want to get her lick back. So and they going to try to get their lick back.
I don't think you're supposed to be telling that. I
And
don't. Think,
I, I tell it because so people could be aware so they could watch because like when a lot of times what people fail with understanding with refereeing is a lot of it is like we say when we open our mouths that is us trying to warn you or something. So
hmm
everything we're telling you is for a reason because we see something happening,
Right. Right.
and the game will always be the game. Like it's been that way for years. Like the goal has always been 10 foot, you know. So there's nothing really new that we haven't seen. So when we tell or we try to be, do advanced officiating, it's for a reason. Like we trying to prevent a problem from happening.
Right.
So but yeah, the world of officiating is I think every player should get into it and it will make them a better player.
Now, question: with the 707 Women's League, have y'all ever had any fights break out?
Oh man, yeah.
Or no, I ain't talking about no push. I'm talking about scuffles.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a funny men's story though. So we was doing 7-on-7 non-contact, and I'm okay. I'm just gonna say it. There was this short white guy, and it was a team of white guys versus a team of black guys. And you know how we are as black guys. We feel like we the most athletic of any kind. So I always say this about white people who play sports. The reason why white people are great at what they do in sports is because they only focus on the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
I think us as black folks, we try to be flashy sometimes, try to be a little cute, and the white athletes, they just worried about being great at doing the fundamentals. So there was this white team, and the only thing they did was their job. They ain't try to do nothing more or nothing less. And their job was to block for their receiver. And they had one receiver who was I don't a little Wes Walker out there. And he was giving this black team the business. Like he catching over everybody, but he the shortest one on the court on the field. So the black guys start getting mad, and they start, you know how we do. We start picking fights, trying to get him out of his game, but he would get better. So he caught a touchdown pass, and they tried to slam him. And when they went to slam him, he did like some backflip. And when he did his backflip, hold on, I'm gonna struck pass. When he did the backflip, he threw the ball into the boy's face, and then an all-out brawl started. And when I say a brawl, like even the fans who came there watching the game started fighting. Even and if I'm lying, I'm flying. Even their dogs that they brought started fighting each other. Clyde, you on mute? I don't know if you know, but like even like the dogs that they brought, the dogs that they brought started fighting. So it's
Wow.
funny, but I'm gonna be honest with you. As a referee, I love it when you fight because I get to say ball game and still get paid. So,
So it's like
so,
a catch 22 for you when they fight.
oh yeah, yeah. Because
Mhm.
because my thing is you're not gonna extend my day because even if you fight, I'm running the clock. The clock isn't stop running. And of course we're talking about recreational ball. We're not talking about high school or nothing like that. We got different rules for that, but recreation stuff like that, nah, yeah, the clock running. Cause you're not gonna extend my day because you want to be ignorant. So
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, that was my funny fight story. Cause yeah, even to see the dogs fighting each other was crazy. The girlfriends started fighting. Everybody was fighting.
Oh wow. Oh
And
wow.
and like in those sports, when they start fighting, I don't break up fights. Like I don't get paid to break up fights.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
And
no. Oh no.
that's in any sport, any division, unless some college rules. But yeah, that's why I couldn't really do NBA because I'm not breaking up no fight.
Now, do they get paid for breaking up fights?
Yeah, it's
Because
called
you,
boxing.
when
Boxing
you break
referees.
up a fight, you putting yourself in harm way.
That's why they call boxing referees. They get paid to break up fights.
Oh, okay.
But I even had a game where I had two teammates fighting on the court, two girl teammates.
Wow.
Basketball, high school, high
Wow.
school. It was I don't know what happened in the huddle, but it was their ball. She was coming to inbound the ball, and I just kept hearing her tell the girl, "Stop talking to me, stop talking to me." And by the time they got to mid court, she turned around. She said, "I said stop talking to me." And then the girl said, "Or what?" And she just swung on her. And they just started literally fighting on the court. And then the
Now,
benches cleared.
in that instant, who do you eject?
So that's the interesting thing that happened. So it was a girls' high. So this was a high school game. So earlier in the game, they didn't put somebody in the book, so the coach already got an indirect technical. So when that fight happened, the bench is cleared. That's another indirect technical because you still
And
not
if the
supposed.
players went on the court, for all the players that left the bench area get kicked out.
Exactly.
That
So they
reminds you of the Carolina LSU game.
right, except for they were fighting each other. It was one team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
So how
yeah,
did
she.
the game end?
Oh, she ended with four players, and the coach got ejected because she got another indirect technical. She got two indirect technicals.
And then I don't know about Georgia, but in South Carolina, if a coach get ejected from the game, no matter what, technical or kicked out because of they have to fine, they got to pay, and they have to sit a game.
Yep. That's a lot of these high school rules. Unless I'm trying to think, there is certain exceptions, but most of them state to state are the same rule. We all go by national federation.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
even state to state is pretty much the same. Like I said, unless I know Texas has their own set of rules, which we understand Texas football. We understand why, because I don't know if you ever been out. I don't know if you ever been to Texas during high school football season. It is something to see.
yeah, yeah. Remember, we was trying to catch a game when we
Yeah,
win.
yeah. When we
Yeah,
was in Dallas, because you think you've been to a college game, go to a high school Texas football game. Sure.